Did you know that the device in your pocket and your favorite chair could be silently chipping away at your health and longevity? Recent studies have unveiled startling statistics. Excessive phone use combined with prolonged sitting can lead to a host of health issues, some as severe as those caused by smoking or obesity. In today's fast-paced world, our lives are increasingly intertwined with digital technology. Smartphones, once a luxury, are now indispensable in our daily routines. But with this convenience comes a hidden cost. Our growing addiction to screens, coupled with a lifestyle that often confines us to our seats, is not just a minor inconvenience, it's a growing health concern. In this video, we will delve into how our phones and our sitting habits are affecting our health, reshaping our lifestyles, and what we can do to mitigate these risks. Join us as we explore the silent but significant impact of our digital and sedentary lifestyle on our well-being. 1. The rise of the digital era. It's an era defined by an unprecedented reliance on technology, particularly smartphones, which have become almost an extension of ourselves. This dependence isn't limited to a specific age group or demographic, it's a global phenomenon, cutting across all strata of society. Smartphones are no longer just tools for communication, they have transformed into hubs for information, entertainment, and social interaction, profoundly influencing our daily lives. Let's look at the numbers that tell the story. Recent statistics reveal a staggering increase in screen time across various demographics. For instance, studies show that the average adult spends about 3 to 4 hours per day on their smartphone. This number is even higher among younger demographics, with teens and young adults clocking up to 5 to 7 hours daily on their phones. But it's not just about the time spent, it's about how this behavior shapes our lives. The hours we spend scrolling, swiping, and tapping are hours spent sitting, often in a static posture. This sedentary lifestyle, fueled by our digital habits, is becoming a norm rather than an exception. As we progress through this era, it's vital to understand these trends' implications. The increase in screen time and sedentary behavior isn't just a shift in how we spend our time, it's a shift that has profound implications for our physical and mental health. In the next sections, we'll explore these implications and what they mean for us as individuals and as a society. We'll look into how our digital habits are affecting not just our bodies but our minds, and what we can do to mitigate these effects and embrace a healthier, more balanced lifestyle in this digital age. 2. Health risks associated with excessive phone use. Our deep dive into this issue reveals a spectrum of concerns, from physical ailments to mental health issues and, crucially, the impact on brain function and development. Physical issues. First, let's talk about the physical repercussions. It's not just about sore thumbs or a drained battery. The consequences are far more profound and concerning. Common physical issues include eye strain from prolonged screen exposure, leading to headaches and vision problems. Then there's the text neck syndrome, a result of continuously bending our necks to look at our phones, which leads to chronic neck and back problems. Another significant concern is disrupted sleep patterns. The blue light emitted by screens can interfere with our circadian rhythms, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. Mental health concerns. Moving on to mental health, the picture is equally alarming. Excessive phone use has been linked with increased levels of anxiety and depression. The constant connectivity can lead to feelings of overwhelm and stress. Furthermore, despite being more connected than ever, many individuals experience social isolation, as virtual interactions replace face-to-face connections. Impact on the brain. Perhaps most startling are the effects on the brain. Extensive screen time can negatively impact cognitive functions. This includes reduced attention span, making it harder to focus and process information effectively. Memory and learning abilities can also take a hit. Beyond these functional aspects, there's evidence to suggest changes in brain chemistry and structure. For instance, alterations in gray matter and dopamine levels, akin to what's observed in addictive behaviors. Particularly concerning is the impact on brain development in younger users, whose brains are still maturing. Excessive phone use during this critical developmental phase can lead to long-term changes in brain function. Expert opinions. To substantiate these points, we turn to research studies and expert opinions. Various studies have corroborated these findings, painting a comprehensive picture of the risks associated with excessive phone use. Experts in fields ranging from neurology to psychology highlight the urgency of addressing these issues, especially as our reliance on digital devices continues to grow. 3. Dangers of prolonged sitting. In this segment, we address a critical but often overlooked aspect of our modern lifestyle, the dangers of prolonged sitting. While our focus on technology is paramount, it's imperative to understand how our sedentary habits, especially prolonged sitting, are affecting our health. Sedentary behavior, characterized by prolonged periods of sitting, whether for work, leisure, or both, poses significant health risks. These risks are not just superficial, they are deep-rooted and multifaceted. Let's break down these risks to understand the full scope of the problem. Obesity. One of the most visible consequences of prolonged sitting is the increased risk of obesity. When we sit for extended periods, our body's metabolism slows down. This reduction in physical activity means fewer calories burned, leading to weight gain and, over time, obesity. Obesity, in turn, can be a gateway to a host of other health issues. Heart disease. The impact extends to our heart health. Research has shown that individuals who sit for long periods are at a higher risk of developing heart disease. This is partly because sitting for long durations can lead to increased blood pressure and higher cholesterol levels, both of which are risk factors for heart disease. Diabetes. Another concerning risk is the development of type 2 diabetes. Sedentary behavior can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where the body's cells don't respond effectively to insulin. This inefficiency can result in elevated blood sugar levels, paving the way for diabetes. Certain cancers. There's also emerging evidence linking prolonged sitting with an increased risk of certain types of cancer, such as colon and breast cancer. The mechanisms are not entirely clear, but it's believed that excess body fat and metabolic dysregulation from sitting may play a role. Sitting is the new smoking. This array of risks brings us to a startling analogy: sitting is the new smoking. This phrase is not just a catchy slogan, it's backed by science. Just like smoking, prolonged sitting has been identified as a risk factor for early mortality. The comparison underscores the severity of sedentary behavior as a public health concern. It highlights the urgent need for societal and behavioral changes to mitigate these risks. In conclusion, this section of our video aims to shed light on the often underestimated dangers of prolonged sitting. By understanding these risks, we can start to take proactive steps towards a more active and healthier lifestyle, counteracting the effects of our sedentary tendencies. And before we dive into the next point, hey, if this video has been helpful to you so far, a subscribe would mean a lot to us. What that does for us is it gives us an indicator that we are building an audience and that we are creating helpful content for people. Now, let's get back with point 4, the compound effect. In this crucial part of our discussion, we explore the compound effect, how the combination of excessive phone use and prolonged sitting synergistically amplifies health risks. This phenomenon is not just a sum of two parts, it's a multiplicative effect that significantly impacts our overall health and well-being. Consider the lifestyle of a typical office worker or a student in the modern era. For many, a substantial portion of the day is spent sitting, at a desk, in front of a computer, often with a smartphone within easy reach. This scenario sets the stage for a dual threat. On one hand, the prolonged sitting contributes to the sedentary behavior risks we've already discussed: obesity, heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. On the other hand, the excessive use of the phone adds layers of risk, affecting mental health, sleep patterns, and even brain function. When these two behaviors are combined, the risks don't just add up, they multiply. For instance, the physical inactivity from sitting is compounded by the mental and neurological impacts of excessive screen time. This can lead to a more profound disruption of sleep patterns, an increased risk of mental health issues like depression and anxiety, and a greater likelihood of developing physical health problems. The office worker who spends hours at a desk while intermittently checking their phone is not just facing the risks associated with sitting, they're also dealing with the consequences of screen overuse. Similarly, a student who spends their day in a classroom, followed by hours of studying or leisure time on their phone or computer, is subject to this compound effect. These patterns of behavior, often repeated day after day, can lead to a cumulative impact on health over time. In essence, the compound effect of excessive phone use and prolonged sitting represents a significant challenge in our contemporary society. It's a challenge that demands attention and action, both at an individual and collective level. This segment of the video aims to not only highlight this dual threat but also to set the stage for discussing potential strategies to mitigate these risks and promote a healthier, more balanced way of life. 5. Countermeasures and healthy habits. In response to the health risks posed by excessive phone use and prolonged sitting, this segment of the video focuses on practical countermeasures and healthy habits. These strategies are designed to reduce screen time, break the cycle of sedentary behavior, and promote overall well-being. Reducing screen time. 1. Set screen time limits. Use built-in smartphone features or third-party apps to monitor and limit your daily screen time. 2. Tech-free zones and times. Establish specific areas in your home, like the bedroom or dining room, as tech-free zones. Dedicate certain times of the day, such as during meals or an hour before bedtime, as screen-free moments. 3. Mindful usage. Be conscious of the time spent on your phone. Ask yourself if the activity is necessary or beneficial before picking up your device. Breaking the sedentary cycle. 1. Regular breaks. Make it a habit to stand up and move every 30 minutes. Brief walks or stretching exercises can significantly counteract the effects of sitting. 2. Active workstations. If possible, use standing desks or treadmill desks. Alternatively, integrate activities like standing or walking during phone calls. 3. Balance sitting and standing. Aim to alternate between sitting and standing throughout the day to avoid prolonged periods in one position. Ergonomic practices for phone and computer use. 1. Correct posture. Maintain a neutral spine position. Avoid bending your neck forward for long periods. 2. Ergonomic setup. Ensure that your computer screen is at eye level and that your chair supports your lower back. Keep your feet flat on the ground or on a footrest. 3. Use external devices. Consider using external keyboards, mice, or hands-free stands for your devices to reduce strain. Encouraging physical activity. 1. Regular exercise. Engage in at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity activity per week, as recommended by health authorities. 2. Exercises to counteract sitting. Focus on exercises that strengthen the back, core, and leg muscles. Incorporate stretches that improve flexibility and reduce muscle tension. 3. Incorporate movement into daily routine. Choose stairs over elevators, walk or bike for short trips, and try walking meetings or study sessions. 6. Technology and mindfulness. In this segment, we explore the concept of using technology mindfully to enhance our health and well-being, turning a potential adversary into an ally. While technology, particularly smartphones, is often seen as a contributor to health problems, it can also be part of the solution when used with intention and awareness. Mindful use of technology. 1. Digital detox. Regularly schedule time away from digital devices to disconnect and recharge. This could be a few hours each day or a designated, tech-free day each week. 2. Mindfulness apps. Utilize apps that promote mindfulness and meditation. These tools can help reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance overall mental well-being. 3. Setting boundaries. Be deliberate about when and how you use technology. Avoid using devices during meals, family time, or before bed to ensure technology doesn't encroach on your personal life. Apps and tools to monitor and reduce screen time. 1. Screen time tracking apps. Use apps that track your daily device usage and provide insights into your screen time habits. These apps often allow you to set daily limits and receive notifications when you exceed these limits. 2. Website blockers. Install browser extensions or apps that temporarily block distracting websites or apps during work or study hours, helping you stay focused. 3. Parental control apps. For families, use parental control apps to manage the screen time of children, ensuring they develop healthy digital habits from a young age. Promoting physical activity through technology. 1. Fitness tracking apps and wearables. Use smartwatches and fitness trackers to monitor your physical activity, set daily step goals, and track your progress over time. 2. Exercise and workout apps. Leverage a wide range of apps offering guided workouts, yoga sessions, and fitness challenges. These can be particularly useful for those who spend long hours sitting and need structured physical activity. 3. Reminder apps. Set reminders to stand up, stretch, or take a walk. Regular movement breaks are crucial for counteracting the effects of prolonged sitting. While technology can contribute to a sedentary lifestyle, it also offers valuable tools for promoting health and well-being. By using technology mindfully and taking advantage of apps and tools designed to improve our health, we can strike a balance and use our devices to support our physical and mental health. As we come to the end of our exploration into the impact of our digital and sedentary lifestyles, let's take a moment to summarize the key points we've discussed. We delved into the health risks associated with excessive phone use and prolonged sitting, covering everything from physical issues like eye strain and text neck to mental health concerns such as increased anxiety, depression, and the impact on cognitive functions and brain development. We also examined the dangers of prolonged sitting, including its links to obesity, heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers, and discussed the concept of sitting as the new smoking. It's crucial to be aware of these risks and understand that our daily habits of screen time and inactivity have significant implications for our health. However, the message is not one of despair but of empowerment. We've outlined practical countermeasures and healthy habits, from reducing screen time and breaking the sedentary cycle to adopting ergonomic practices and encouraging regular physical activity. We've also highlighted how technology, when used mindfully, can be a powerful ally in improving our health and well-being. Now, we turn to you, our audience. We invite you to share your experiences and strategies for managing phone use and sitting time. Have you found effective ways to integrate more activity into your day or to use technology in a way that supports your health? Your insights could be invaluable to others in our community. We also encourage you to share this video with friends, family, or anyone who might benefit from this information. And if you're interested in more content related to health, technology, and how to navigate the challenges of our modern lifestyle, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us continue to provide valuable, informative content. Together, let's embrace a more active, balanced lifestyle, mindful of the tools and habits that shape our health and well-being. Thank you for watching, and remember, small changes in our daily habits can lead to significant improvements in our quality of life.